everyone's special. But what makes you more special already among special people? And a lot of us will feel fear, and we think that fear and anxiety is a warning sign. It's not a warning. Fear and faith, they ask us the same thing, to believe something that we don't see. So why do we tend to give fear and anxiety so much more power than we give that excitement? When an injury happens, we realize, oh my gosh, something can happen to me. You know, when we get in the car and we go somewhere, something can happen. The good thing is, I'm not driving anybody's car, so you're already safer there. I tell one of the girls I coach, they always say, oh, I'm scared I'm gonna get hurt. What if this happens? What if it's perfectly fine? You can't expect victory, but be stuck in a mindset of defeat, and always be expecting the bad and accepting mediocrity. Because the only way we can be unique and be special and be different is if we push for that. How much does that private really mean if you're sitting in the corner and you're scared, you don't really want to do this, and I don't really feel good today? It's just as much as if you didn't come in the gym. So you might as well save the time to stay home. And that doesn't mean, okay, I'm going to stay home. That means I am here, so I'm going to make this count. And I'm going to make this different. I'm going to make this worth something. When we look and we're at the bottom of the staircase, you don't just look at the top and hop at the top, right? You have to walk up the staircase. And sometimes life will give you a little nudge, kind of stumble back a couple steps, but it's all about climbing back up on the staircase. We never get to a point where you're like at the top and like, okay, I finished that. Life is constantly going up and down the staircase. But the point is to walk up the steps. The point is to keep moving forward. And every day that we're here, making improvements, making changes, and getting better. No turn should go to waste because every turn matters. Because every turn you take and every decision you make, you're either going forward or you're either going backward. It's not so much that we have one negative emotion and it just passes. It kind of becomes a routine, like a bad habit. If you're in a bad mood on Tuesday, and if you're in a bad mood on Wednesday, and then you're in a bad mood on Thursday, you make it this habit that every time you go to the gym, it's just hard. I don't really want to do this. It becomes a habit. The harder you work, it's going to continue. It's going to become a habit. It gets almost addicting. You know when you guys get a new skill, it's exciting, right? And then now you want to go to the gym again. But when you had a bad day, it's not so exciting, right? But it's knowing how to adjust, knowing how to recover, and how to make good days a little bit more common. Bad days are very okay and they're good because, like I was talking about earlier, we learn from bad things. It's learning how to recreate certain feelings and recreate moments of feeling motivated, feeling inspired. What are things that you thought when you did it when it worked? Whether it be a physical correction or a mindset and it worked, why did it work? What did I think that made it different than the turn that wasn't good? When I was afraid, okay, I was thinking this and I thought about that and it made me get more afraid. Don't think that again. Don't let it be I'm afraid and then repeat this fearful thought. Learn to get a little bit consistent in knowing yourself and knowing what works and what doesn't work. Not being my best self is not okay. Because it's not okay to not be your best self. It's expected of you to be the best version of you. You don't need to be like me. And I don't need to be like you because you need to be exactly how you are. And there's something about you that I don't have, but it's so amazing because you have it. And the only thing that you need to do every day is be that to the max, as much as you can, every single day. Labels only have power if we give it power. I could go and I could say, you have brown hair. That doesn't change. She doesn't have brown hair now because I said she has brown hair. Again, labels only have power if we give it to them. So if someone tells me I'm not good enough to do this, that doesn't make me not good enough. That only means you have an opinion. You know, something that my dad, and I'm sure some of the people that are into football probably would recognize this. He was very amped up on a recent football game against TCU. Something that I really liked that the coach had said was, you didn't make me so you can't break me. You didn't build me so you can't kill me. Why would anyone else have the power to change me or make me less than because they think it? Coming into that mindset of, I know my potential, I know who I am, I know what I can do, I know deep down in my core what I'm meant to do. No one can break that because they didn't make that. You all have a certain goal and a certain dream because a higher self and a higher version of you guys and deep down in you knows you're meant to be there. And no idea and no goal and no dream pops in your mind for no reason. It's because you're meant to. A part of you is meant to go through an experience. You're meant to go through the hard times. You're meant to succeed. You're meant to push past walls that you didn't think you were meant to push past. Because you are good enough to be great. I believe in you. Even if you guys don't believe in yourselves right now, I will believe in you all enough for the both of us until you believe in yourself. So
thank you, Laney.